One rotten banana gave me 8 months of blooms. They say it doesn't work. If you've been gardening long enough, you've probably heard the line, banana peels don't really fertilize plants. I've heard it from store clerks, read it on fertilizer blogs, and seen it repeated by people who've never buried a peel in their soil. Yet in my own garden and in many Soilpower community gardens, one rotten banana has fueled flowers and fruit for months. So what's going on here? Are banana peels garden magic or garden myth? Let's slow down, get practical, and talk soil truth, not marketing slogans. Bananas are famous for potassium, that's true, but it's also where the misunderstanding begins. Fertilizer companies often dismiss bananas because a fresh peel doesn't release nutrients fast enough to register on short-term tests. They rely on lab-soluble numbers (NPK) values that dissolve immediately in water. But gardens don't work on lab time, they work on soil time. A banana peel isn't a synthetic fertilizer, it's a biological input. Its power doesn't come from dumping nutrients into the soil overnight, it comes from feeding the soil life that feeds your plants steadily over months. When companies say it doesn't work, what they really mean is, it doesn't fit our measurement model. Once buried or composted, a banana peel becomes food for bacteria, fungi, earthworms, and beneficial microbes. As those organisms break it down, they convert locked nutrients into plant-available forms, slowly and consistently. A single banana peel contains potassium, calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, and trace elements. But more importantly, it fuels microbial activity. That microbial bloom improves nutrient cycling, root signaling, and soil structure. Healthy soil holds nutrients better, resists disease, and supports longer flowering cycles. This is why gardeners see extended blooming, not a sudden burst, but sustained performance. 8 months of blooms doesn't come from the banana itself, it comes from the soil ecosystem the banana feeds. Tossing a peel on the surface won't do much, and blending bananas into water misses the point. The key is placement and patience. Bury the banana peel 4 to 6 inches deep, just outside the root zone of flowering plants, roses, tomatoes, peppers, squash, or ornamentals. This keeps pests away and puts the peel where microbial activity is strongest. If your soil is dry or compacted, go ahead and water lightly after burying. Moisture activates decomposition. In living soil, earthworms often finish the job for you. One banana every few months is enough. More is not better. Overloading organic matter without balance can cause temporary nutrient lockup. This is slow gardening, and honestly, that's exactly why it works. Here's something interesting I've noticed. Beginners often get better results with bananas than experienced gardeners. Why? Well, it's because beginners don't overthink it. They just bury the peel and leave it alone. You know, even experienced gardeners can be tempted to optimize, add more inputs, or switch methods too quickly. But honestly, soil rewards consistency, not cleverness. If you just give the soil time to respond, you'll notice stronger stems, deeper leaf color, and, longer flowering cycles, especially in those nutrient-hungry plants. A potassium fertilizer delivers potassium only, but a banana peel delivers potassium plus carbon, enzymes, sugars, and microbial food. So, one feeds the plant directly, while the other builds a system that, well, feeds the plant continuously. That's why banana-fed plants often show better stress tolerance and bloom longevity, even if lab tests don't show dramatic nutrient spikes. Gardening success isn't about numbers on a label, it's about relationships underground. Let's be honest, bananas aren't magic. In sterile, lifeless soil, they break down slowly and offer limited benefit. If your soil lacks microbes, organic matter alone won't fix it overnight. That's why bananas work best in gardens that already support life: compost-amended beds, mulched soils, and no-dig systems. If your soil is compacted clay or sand with no organic history, start by improving structure first. Once the soil can breathe, bananas shine. This isn't really about bananas. It's about learning to trust biological systems over quick fixes. It's about feeding soil instead of chasing symptoms. And, it's about understanding that plants don't need constant stimulation. They need stability. One rotten banana works not because it's powerful, but because it's patient. If you've ever wondered why your flowers fade too fast, or why fertilizing feels like a never-ending cycle, this is your reminder. The answer is often already in your kitchen. Try it, observe it, give it time, and if this article helped you see soil differently, make sure to subscribe to Soilpower, share this with a fellow gardener, and keep growing knowledge from the ground up.